Creativity, has to go, you have to go within. You find the source of your inspiration ultimately within. There might be something, on the top of the waves that, but then you kind of go within, and then suddenly that little idea comes to you. Like most art forms, there's sort of two sides to it. There's all this technical stuff that you have to know, and you have to be aware of. What f-stop do I use? How do I light it? And all that. But then, if you could just know all that and not make a good product, because the other side is intuitive and feeling, and you have to be in the moment. And so when you look through that camera lens, it has to mean something, and you have to be open to accept the feeling and the meaning in that moment. You have to keep those two things in your head. Do I have the f-stop? Do I have this? Do I have everything right? And then sort of put that aside and then be in that moment and experience whatever it is. If you're shooting a scene or you're doing an interview, then you have to be open on that intuitive level to have the feeling of that moment and then be able to express that in your film.
At some point in life, everyone questions their existence. Why am I here? Where did I come from? What is my purpose? Is this all there is? I spent a large portion of my childhood feeling loved and unloved at the same time, feeling embraced and abandoned simultaneously, feeling disconnected from the world. What made me feel connected was my camera. From a young age, I usually had one in my hand. These were the lenses through which I saw the world, and eventually, those lenses became a part of my eyes. They left lasting impressions on my brain. Turn, point, click. When I closed one eye, there was a momentary inner peace as I searched for the snapshot to etch into eternity. Even after I put the camera down, I would search for that feeling, and it came when I closed both eyes. Laid in the darkness and settled into the quiet, it was a feeling of nothing and everything. I had no knowledge of the unified field, and yet I had all knowledge of it. It wasn't until I had withdrawn from the world, enduring stress beyond what my body and mind could handle. It wasn't until I had lost hope for ever amounting to anything in life that I realized my dharma: filmmaking. I had tried college a few times and failed, never completing the courses. Something about this time was different. It drew me in and kept me there. I started the media production program at Northampton Community College, and a whole new door was opened. Everything came naturally to me. I never missed a day except for 2 unfortunate times when my car wouldn't start. Everything that I was learning was new and familiar at the same time. The main courses were taught by Mario Acera, professor of communications. During the comm arts classes, some things stood out. It was like they grabbed me by the ear and whispered, "Here is how you connect." I had heard bits and pieces of different stories, but then they started to make sense.